Oh, I do have one video we could look at today. Do you guys want to do another reaction video? You guys like it when I react to stuff, right? I've got a very reactable face. I have a face that people would just be so happy to see my reaction. Apparently they hate my laugh, but that's most non-furries that just don't like furries, period. They'll look for any reason to hate me. My weight, my looks, my weight. But you know what? I don't care. What I do know, though, just analytically, is that you guys love it when I react to stuff. Saw a video recommended to me. Not just recommended, but it came up in the furry search engines. I like doing this thing where, like, I look up furry on YouTube, just the word furry, to see what comes up. Most of the time it's my videos. Other times it's cropped GIF. Other times it's cropped GIF and my videos. Yeah, you got some variety on there. But there was one video that I saw that just, ooh, it resonated with me so well. I saw the thumbnail, I'm like, this looks great. Is it the detector video? Yeah, it's the detector video. It's the Furry Detector video. You already know what I'm doing, oh my god. So, the Furry Detector by Zenith. I don't know who this person is. All I've really known with this icon and this username is they do furry meme compilations. All I know is that, like, I do mean it when I say that STEM furries are very much undermined. Like, obviously, yeah, most of them go off to get, like, jobs that give them, like, 100K in salary, but, like, whatever. Some of them, they use their passions to, like, make stuff like this. The Furry Detector, which is nice, but also, like, there are a couple of things that people use it for. I have some projects in mind that I might or might not be working on that'll help furries in the future or revolutionize fursuit head cooling, but that's just between you and me. The point is, the more STEM evolves and the more STEM people become furries, the more we're gonna get pretty cool things. And a thing that I want to highlight today, which is pretty cool, is a furry detecting program, where if you put in someone's user account, it detects what words they use in their tweet and determines if they are a furry. We really are making progress as a species, aren't we?
Hi, I'm Zenith.
His persona is cute as shit. It's been what? 1 second? 1 second into this video. His persona is cute as shit. I love it. God, this is adorable. This is the first time I've seen a persona instead of just the oh whoa profile picture, whatever it is. Look. It's a beta video. We need our natural case of just fawning over a cute bean. This is a cute bean. Blue, red panda? Is that a contradiction? Is it a red panda? Who the hell is Zenith? For most people, they'll look at this video and be like, oh, fucking a furry trying to be smart again and trying to explain something to me. But look, for a second, he got a cute fluffy animal in the beginning. You know what? You're getting your due furry, ooh-woo, cute stuff. And I dig it. He knows how YouTube works. I appreciate this guy already. I don't even know what this video's about. All right, so the Furry Detector, actually, sorry.
Hi, I'm Zenith, and for the past few weeks, I've had nothing better to do besides make memes, go on Twitter, and buy copious amounts of furry art. And I got to thinking, how could I combine all of these things into one abysmal, awful abomination of a creation?
You become a furry YouTuber, and you make money from it. I'm not even joking. That's how you do it. You become a furry YouTuber. That's how you do it. That's literally what you do. You don't make actual content. Look what I'm doing right now. I react to someone else's content. I'm at the very least gonna credit them and say, hey, go and watch Zenith. Cute bean, good memes. I think. I don't watch them. But, like, even still, God, man, the first 15 seconds of this already resonates with me.
So yeah, you guessed it from the title. I made a Furry Detector. But what is it? Basically, it is a small program I coded in Python that is used on Twitter users and determines whether or not they are a furry. Here's a quick example. I put my Twitter handle into this input field, get the user, and finally, hit Run Detector. Holy shit, I'm a furry?
It's kind of cool, I'm going to be honest. It's very simple to use.
The user, it collects all
I want to
raw
use
text
it.
from their tweets and cleans
Jesus
it up for
Christ.
processing. It gets rid of punctuation, emojis, and a thing called stop words. These are words that we don't really care about.
Wait, why would you get rid of emojis? If furries are using the eggplant and sweat water emoji, then you know they're furries, okay?
And really add no value. Words like the.
Also,
and,
what is his
a,
Twitter feed in
and,
the back?
it.
Whoa! Whoa! I don't know if I want to go past this. What am I looking at? What is on your Twitter feed, Zenith? Zenith, why is Yoda? If I know furries and I know stuff they've posted, the rest of this image can't be good. Yep, it's not good. It's not good. I was right.
What I call the Furry Word Database. It's a collection I created containing all the most common words furries use on Twitter.
Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. Can you repeat that?
Number one.
Oh, God.
It's the word good. That's it. Nothing special.
Wait, no, that doesn't. What? No.
List of the top 50 most used furry words. My program then creates an organized list of 1,000 numbers representing what I call the relative relevancy score for each furry word. I calculate the score by dividing how many
Okay,
times
now
the
this is
user
a furry
typed the
Twitter
current
feed.
furry word by how many times they type their most used word on Twitter. If they use the word "oh" 100 times, the word "ooh" 0 times, and the word "good" 200 times, "oh" gets a score of 0.5, "ooh" gets a score of 0, and "good" gets a score of 1. And this process is done for all 1,000
How does good
words in the
work?
list. Next,
Anyone
this
can
data
say
is passed
good.
through an artificial neural network.
Oh
I'll call
God.
her Anne.
Oh
And
no,
through
he's
Anne,
making an
She
AI.
cherishes it and cradles it through her 2 network layers, and then spits out a probability. In order to get this process to work, I had to train Anne on a dataset of about 500 users, which translates to about 1.5 million tweets and 1 million words. And even with all this data, it's only accurate about 93% of the time.
I love how that's 500 accounts and that's over 1 million tweets.
So there's definitely room for improvement. Regardless, there you have it. That's the architecture of my program. Minus the UI, the initial data collecting, the API handling, the optimization, database generation. But who cares about that nonsense? Not me. After about 2 weeks of work and 2,000 lines of code, we now got a lean, mean, furry detecting machine. If you skip my how it works, it's alright. I'm not mad. I'm just honestly disappointed. But that's okay.
Look, I even paid attention to the how it works section and I'm still confused. How disappointing is that? Like, I got a gist of it. Like, you put in a word that was weighted, and that tells if they're a furry or not. I'm still confused about that. Why was good involved as one of the words that makes someone a furry? Also, what's with the Yoda post? Who's retweeting that? Who's posting that to begin with? Oh, good boy. Good boy. I forgot. The good boy, good vibes thing, that makes a lot of sense now. I think about it.
First place. The odds one out is not a furry. I know, it's surprising. I didn't
What the
expect
Yoda
that
picture?
at all.
Why?
Now, Majira Strawberry is absolutely furry.
Whoa.
And so is Cillian Ross, BetaEtaDelota, and
Oh my
Carrillo.
God.
I bet you didn't expect not.
Why? I don't know why it bothered me that he couldn't say my name right. Congrats, Beta. You're now AI training data. I shouldn't be. Why are you using me as a basis for your AI? Half of my Twitter is a meltdown. It's a mental breakdown with a meltdown with some amount of rage induced with life jackets. Why on earth would you use me as a basis for your AI? Please don't.
Here's a list of people on Twitter, all with their percentage chance of being a furry.
That makes sense, Bakari. Why? Damn, Pokemon. Disappointing. How is Shiny out only 13%? No.
So like I said earlier, this program only has about a 93% accuracy.
Yeah.
So we're going to see some very peculiar things that we wouldn't normally expect.
Okay.
Let's take Ascari Husky for a second. Ascari Husky is a very well recognized furry, yet he gets a very low score on my detector. Why is this? Well, if we look at his Twitter feed, we can see that not all of his tweets are specifically about furries. Specifically, we see a lot of car tweets, right? And
yeah.
You can also see this with Shiny Odd. He is a Irish YouTuber who does like Forza Horizon, I don't know, car games, I'm gonna be honest. So what we can see here is that saying words that aren't really necessarily related to furries can really dock your score on the predictor.
Oh, wait. What are you saying with that?
Words that aren't really necessarily...
Oh, okay, so we did that too. So if you're using good within relation to like a word that is furry related, that's how they weight it. But if you're saying that within reference to something that isn't furry related, that's when the score is docked down. So if you say like good car, I'm assuming that means that your percentage goes down. But if you say like good boy or good furry, it goes up. It kind of makes sense now that I think about it. It's sort of like it's sort of using like adjectives to further the score to figure out if it's right or not. Hard is definitely a furry word. Okay, stop it. Horny, stop.
Is that every word should have a relative relevancy score with enough data. For example, with Majira Strawberry's data, you see that every single number has a percentage, and that the highest percentage is :3, and it's highlighted in blue in this example. The difference is the percentages, and stuff like :3 will really set off the detector. The main thing I think this program does is it highlights a few very characteristic words. So for example, Fursuit and Fursuit Friday are two words that really come to mind that only furries use, and no one outside of the furry fandom would use. While in comparison, words that relate to cars or relate to like streaming and Twitch and YouTube.
I love how they use ninja. I didn't hear what he said, sorry. I was too busy Laughing at Ninja Blevin's rage.
While in to like streaming and Twitch and YouTube, they're used much more common outside of the furry lingo.
Oh, I love it. I'm sorry. I wasn't listening a second time. That's my favorite clip of Ninja, just screaming in rage.
If someone is or isn't a furry by if they had these little keywords sprinkled into their tweets. What this means is that if a Twitch streamer were to talk about Twitch, they'd be flagged as 0% and absolutely not a furry.
Yeah.
But if they were talking about Twitch and talked about fursuits or Fursuit Friday or anything having to do with furry specifically, then they'd instantly be keyed in and would be detected as a furry.
Okay,
because
makes
of that
sense.
relative relevancy score, it's going to pick up that Twitch or YouTube was used more often than furry words. So it's going to lower your score. That's why you see Ascari Husky and Shiny Odd both with much lower scores than they should. Now, another thing that really can dock the score is how many tweets you post. I tried accounting for this with the relative relevancy score. For example, Dexiterus, he only has 9 tweets at the creating of this video. We can see that with such little data, it can't really make a good prediction, so that's why the prediction is so low. So we can see that the two main things that can get a prediction wrong are keywords that aren't related to furries, which is kind of obvious, and also a lack of data, which to me is alright, because you shouldn't be able to predict if someone's a furry with only 9 tweets. And to be honest, I prefer...
This is a statistic term. The HO, I remember there was a word for it. It's like the null hypothesis. I think that's what it is, right? The null hypothesis. When something is true... I remember this from statistics class. My professor said it of like, when something is true, you let the ho go. Which ho is the H... Oh, you can't see it over my face, but hey, just believe me on that one. So, null hypotenuse, I remember, this is the statistics term. I took this in school, and so he's actually using this. I'm actually, oh my god, I'm nerding out a little bit, okay? I haven't been in school for a year now.
More wrong that aren't a furry than get false positives and say, hey, this guy's a furry, when they clearly aren't.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I have no clue. I made this really as a toy, and not really something very rigorous. That's just my interpretation of how I think the program works, because I am using machine learning, so I don't really understand like what it's doing to determine these biases. So at the end of the day, it's just my analysis, and you can have a completely different reason as to why this person's 100% and this person is 0%.
Why am I being compared to Shroud? The man makes so many more figures than I do, and does something completely different from what I do. Why on earth am I being compared to him, period? I mean, I guess contrasted is the better idea. That's what they're doing. But when you put two of these together, don't ever think that they're together. Like, please. I wouldn't mind working with Shroud. I don't really know who he is, to be honest. But hey, clout is clout. But like, just saying, don't compare these two. Contrast these two. Remember that. This dude's great. He's not only smart, he knows how computer science and coding works. That's better than anything I could do. And he contrasted me to Shroud. I think he's pretty great. I'm going to subscribe to that. Now my recommend is going to be nothing but this, Furry Memes 22. So that was a video. I kind of dig it a lot. His Fursona's cute. He's pretty interesting to listen to in this. Here's the thing that I love about him. In this... Why did it go to this... I'm upset. Just end me. Right now, please just end me. So what I love about the STEM stuff with him is most engineering STEM furries, science furries, they have such a bad time with trying to explain stuff. Presenting information or presenting stuff they know about, it's usually a mess. I've worked with engineers, I've worked with all sorts of students, it's horrible. But like, this guy knows what he's talking about, and I can follow along with this. So that's already an A in my book, let alone if this works or not. So like, for 2.5 minutes, took him 2.5 minutes to explain how this works. Most engineers, they take about 10 minutes to explain this. And even still, I wouldn't get it. Less than 2 minutes, actually. How it works starts at 40 seconds, it ends at 2.5 minutes. It took less than 2 minutes for him to explain how this thing works. And although I didn't understand all of it, he made it seem like, oh, it makes sense now. And then even in the conclusion, in the anomalies, that like furries, yeah, anomalies. in the anomaly section, he understood like, yeah, this isn't like perfect, and it's also just something that I did for fun, which engineers do a lot of things for fun that take like 2 weeks, I think. But like, I look at this and I'm just like, you know, this is a good start to like STEM furries actually like creating things to benefit other furries. You know, STEM furries, like, I feel like there's going to be a bit of an uprising in the amount of like furry-based technology coming out. And you know, I think this furry detector thing is a start. Does it really benefit everyone for the good of the world? Sort of. Actually, kind of. It's fun, you know? It's really fun just looking at this and just being like, are you a furry? Percentage chance. It works or it doesn't work. I like that. I don't know why. I like that. Honestly, though, I think Zenith might be like my favorite person I've heard of today. Good humor, can explain engineering stuff without me being confused or bored out of my mind. Summarized it, made this like an actual project presentation that could, believe it or not, get an award, and made something useful to the furry community so that they'll shut up for 2 seconds. Instead of me making a video analyzing like, is this person a furry or not, you can just throw it into a program and it'll tell you. And you know what? It's better to take that at face value than whatever I put out. But seriously, like, oh my god, I can't tell you how happy I am that you made this video, or just this project entirely. So we're automating Beta's job. Exactly. Automate my job for me, please. Please. Zenith, let's open a firm together. Let's do it. I don't have any experience, but hey, I graduated. But seriously, just like, I loved everything about this video. The pacing, the humor. I'm not even trying to like be nice for the sake of being nice. Like, this was genuinely like a good video. And as someone who does have a STEM background, like, I can understand the stereotypes or sort of like the downsides of being an engineer or just being someone in the STEM program. Not just a furry, but just someone in the STEM program. I'm going full screen through this. You're gonna see my whole fucking face for this. When I mean that STEM furries are like the future of fursuits and the furry fandom being a lot more tech savvy, a lot more colorful, and a lot easier, I mean it. Even though the Furry Detector was more of just a fun thing you did for like 2 weeks, and it's a nice little project that, you know, you can see it. It's just an example that shows that this is capable of being made. Like, light up fursuits that can be washed can be made. Protogens, a prime example of how technology can be put together with a fursuit. Even what I'm working on with regards to fursuit head cooling, what's being worked on with regards to the kangaroo tails that you can sort of like sit back on or lean back on. That's just an example of how STEM furries are kind of going to change the future of the furry fandom. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, in all seriousness, that was an amazing video. I can't tell you how much I loved it.